All right, for the first time on the sidelines of the G20 Summit, we are looking at the meeting that happened between the Prime Ministers of India and the UK. Rishi Sunak, after taking office for the first time, meeting Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Prime Minister Modi was one of the first leaders who had congratulated Rishi Sunak when he took on the office of the Prime Minister of the UK. We're looking at the pictures of the first meeting that happened between the two world leaders. Going across to Srinjoy now. Srinjoy, Prime Minister Modi meeting Prime Minister Sunak.
Yes, it's a big moment for India, for Britain. And here is Rishi Sunak, who was Chancellor of the Exchequer and then candidate for Prime Minister, initially not successful. Now, the first Indian origin Prime Minister of Britain. And he is meeting the Prime Minister of India. This is the first time they are meeting. There is possibly a bilateral later in the summit, perhaps tomorrow. But today is their first meeting. Prime Minister naturally congratulated Prime Minister Sunak for taking over as Prime Minister of Britain. And he takes over at a very difficult time because the British economy needs a lot of help and it needs very clear thinking. Rishi Sunak, of course, was Chancellor of the Exchequer. He knows financial issues and his first priority is to mend the economy. Naturally, quite naturally, Rishi Sunak, like most people in Britain, want close ties with India at this point post-Brexit, and that is one thing that both sides would be keen on, looking at closer ties between Britain and India.
Absolutely, because the conversation that the two leaders may have had would have been interesting to know there, Srinjoy. But on the sidelines of the G20 Summit, we're also looking at top issues as far as global economy, trade, health, energy sector. We're looking at all of this. Inflation is on the rise there in the UK. There are several issues that are still likely to be taken up.
Undoubtedly, there are three issues that the world is facing, and these are serious problems. One, energy security. Because of the war in the Ukraine, there is a huge increase in the price of petroleum, and that is hurting the world. Every country is facing this problem, virtually every country. The second is food security. Now, 12% of all the calories that are produced come from the Ukraine or Russia. Now, again, because of the war, there is a food shortage. And as a result of that, the poorer third world countries are facing a serious problem. And this is something Prime Minister Modi has been speaking about, and it is essential that this problem gets sorted out.
Of course. So there are several issues there. Srinjoy, we'll just come back to you. Those pictures coming in from Indonesia, Prime Minister Modi meeting Prime Minister Sunak. Let's quickly move on and get you the big story of the day as we are tracking